What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Steven's Nerd Corner. I got another video for you guys. Today we're gonna be talking about Tokyo Revengers season 1. I just finished it the other day, so I want to give you my thoughts, man. Let's get into it. I'm gonna keep it spoiler free, so if you're not caught up, don't worry, you can watch this, and then after I give you my thoughts, you can decide whether you're gonna watch it or not. But like I said, let's get right into it. First, I want to start off with the positives, then I'll get into some of the negatives. And I'm gonna answer the main question because I know, at least for me, I've been seeing Tokyo Revengers everywhere on my TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Like, it's everywhere. Everybody's loving Tokyo Revengers, and my main thing was, are they overhyping it? And in my opinion, yeah, kinda. It's a little overhyped. I'm not gonna lie, but it is really good, especially towards the end. It gets really, really good, and it kind of hits that hype, the last arc. But for a majority of the season, it is not as hype as everyone says it is, but towards the end, that's when it definitely hits the hype level. So, and I don't know if the show's gonna be able to continue it, but we'll I'm not into the manga or anything, so I don't know what season 2 looks like or anything like that. But hopefully, they keep the streak going. But like I said, let's get into it. Spoiler free. MC. Let's get straight into the MC. He's a pretty good MC. Not gonna lie, definitely I could possibly see as an A tier MC. Right now, I would say he's kind of like B tier. I like him. He's cool. He's not completely annoying or anything like that. I think Takamichi's cool. He's alright. The crying is a bit much for me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I know a lot of people complain about other characters or like Deku and all that, but like, I haven't seen a main character cry like this since like ever. Like, he cries so damn much, and oh my god, they push their limits. Cause the thing is, when there's an emotional moment and he starts crying, it's like, oh my god, who would have thought? Like, of course, like, he's always crying, so it's like, oh my god, he's crying again. And there he goes. If he was, that's why I always, in my opinion, kind of like the characters that rarely cry. Because when you do see them cry, the moment hits a lot harder because this is one of the rare times you see the character cry, but not the case with Takamichi. Cries a lot, but let's keep it on going. My main two reasons on why I like this show so much, and what kept me going through towards the beginning was Draken and Mikey. Yo, those guys are the goats. Those are easily my two favorite characters in Tokyo Revenger, like, without a doubt. Like, it's not even close with anybody. Like, they are super cool, man. Mikey's awesome. Draken, awesome, dope. The character, once you find out a little bit about them in season 1, and it's really interesting stuff. I'm hoping we get more into their character later on in the series, but for what we get in season 1, you get a lot about them. So I like their writing so far, on how they're writing them. Dope. They're both super just all, like, they're cool characters. Like, they're dope characters. You're gonna like them when you see them. You're gonna be like, damn, that's what's up, homies. Dope. But other than that, I just, what are the other characters? I would say there's a couple other characters that are cool. Oh, one thing I definitely had to say, part of this is a super duper positive, and I don't know why people haven't been talking about it enough. I watched it in sub. That voice acting is amazing. It's been a while since I seen an anime where the voice acting really, like, I'm just wild by it. Like, I really sold on these characters, and I think that's what helps Draken and Mikey's character. And to be honest, most of the characters, every character in this show, the voice acting is just top notch for every single character. Like, it's crazy. I haven't seen something that, like, most animes, in my opinion, I think are pretty well acted. Some scenes it's like, but this, like, everybody is like giving it their all, like, 100% of the time, and it's just great to see. Like, just everything when they're kind of just being their character and they're just talking. It's cool voice acting, but when it gets serious, and when they have like their meetings and stuff, or there's a fight, that's when the voice acting, like, is just, it just jumps to another level, and it's insane. That's one thing. If you really like voice acting, and then having good voice actors in the anime, that's what really hooks you, then this is definitely one of those animes you should check out. Because, like I said, voice acting is so good. It's been like a while since I've been like this sold on the voice acting. Like, wow, these guys are great. Like, It's been a while. So that's another thing, you know, voice acting, top notch, top notch. What else? Some of the fight scenes are pretty cool. Don't expect. I mean, have an idea of what it is. This isn't. You're not gonna get no Dragon Ball type fights or anything crazy shonen, because it's not a shonen. But you know, this fights are pretty cool. I like the fights. Mikey's dope, man. I mean, they're pushing shonen. Don't get me wrong. There was a fight in there earlier, and it looked like I was watching Dragon Ball Z or something for a second, like early Dragon Ball. It was like he hit him, he got launched. It was like, what the? It's crazy, but spoiler free. You don't even know, but yeah, fights are pretty cool. At the same, what else? The pacing. How did I feel about the pacing? The pacing was cool. You know, every anime starts off a little slow. This one isn't super slow. It kind of gets right into it, to be honest, which I do like. This is kind of fast paced. You know, kind of moves along very well. But and I think the pacing is all right. And there's no parts where I was like, oh my god, it's kind of slow. The one thing I will say though is the first like 14, 13, 14 episodes, honestly for me wasn't really doing it. Um like the first episode is cool and all, but to me, I don't know, it wasn't like a crazy enough power or anything that happened, because like at the end of the first episode they just explain everything, like what's going on. I guess you're supposed to be like, whoa. I was like, oh, that's cool. Cool, you know, nothing crazy, it's cool. And it's kind of not slow, but you know, it's a story where he's working his way up. So he starts at the bottom, and like most shows, it's just kind of rough. You know, he's at the bottom. He sucks. So he's kind of working his way up. You know, so you kind of gotta watch his journey. But once you hit episode, I believe 15, 16. Oh man, that's when I got hooked. That's when I couldn't put it down. That's when I was like, finally, this is where I wanted to, they do some really cool backstory stuff, you know, for Mikey, and that's why I'm telling you why he's one of the greater characters, because that's what's kind of going on around that time, and that's where it really hooks you. You learn about him, and it's great. You know, animation is pretty good. You know, nothing crazy. Don't expect no Jujutsu Kaisen type animation, like where it's super detailed and all this crazy. Like they're just kids, you know, kind of in the city fighting, basically. So, you know, don't expect anything crazy. It's not terrible animation though. It's pretty good. So, you know, don't worry about anime. You don't gotta worry about it being like terrible. We gotta talk about the antagonist. Okay, this show, it has one. I'll say it definitely has one. But you're really, I don't know. There's nothing about it. There's just no. He's not a good antagonist yet. There's nobody I was like, yes, kill him, like beat him up, like, or an antagonist that I hated. Like he made me hate him because he's what he's doing what he's doing in the story. Like, oh, I hate this guy. I hope he is beat up, kind of thing. Really didn't have none of that. It was like there's a couple guys that they were kind of pushing, but none of them were like, wow, it's a really good villain, man. Wow, there's nah. They're setting one up. So season 2 is where I guess we're gonna get our real villain, our real antagonist. But as of right now, they kind of just have some. It's weird. It's like a guy in their way. That's all it is. It's kind of like, hey, and then bam, and then they just move forward. That's really it. I mean, I guess that is what Tokyo Revengers is. But you know, nonetheless, I would say that's about it. What else can we really get into? Yeah, keeping it spoiler free. You know, that's about as much as I could get into. You know, that way you guys don't get spoiled. But that's my honest opinions. It's pretty good. Definitely a little overhyped. You know, it wasn't the peak fiction that everybody's making out. At least not season 1. You know, maybe when we get to season 2, I don't know if I'm gonna pick up the manga. You know, and start reading. I think I'll be alright. I think I'll just keep it anime only for this one. You know, I'll see, depending on what the hype is. Maybe I might get into it. I don't know. But yeah, guys, that's the video. Thanks for checking it out. Thanks for, you know, tuning in. Don't forget to click the links down below. You check out my Twitch. I'm always streaming on there. Check out my gaming channel. I'm posting on there pretty much, you know, so go check those out, man. You know, you get more content from me, so, you know, be cool. But like I said, appreciate you guys for, you know, tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, I'm out. Peace.